Look, if you're listening to this right now, there's a reason. Something inside you knows there is more for you. More potential, more energy, more life, more meaning. And I want you to understand one thing from the very beginning. Your life changes the moment you decide you're done living below your potential. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when you feel ready, but right now. Today, we're going to unlock the part of you that's been waiting. The part of you that knows you can do more, be more, and live more powerfully than you ever have before. Because you're not here to participate in life. You're here to take command of it. Most people go through life believing that their environment controls them. They think, I'm stressed because of my job. I'm tired because life is hard. I'm stuck because nothing ever works for me. But that's a lie. The truth is this: your environment doesn't create your life. Your decisions do. The decision to rise, the decision to improve, the decision to take action, even when you don't feel like it. And listen carefully. The most powerful people you admire, the achievers, the visionaries, the leaders, they don't have easier lives. They have stronger standards. Where others say, I can't, they say, I must. Where others say, this is too hard, they say, this is my opportunity. Where others give up, they grow. And you're capable of the exact same transformation. Because the greatest power you have is your ability to choose how you show up right now, today, in this moment. Let me ask you something. If you were operating at 100% of your potential, what would your life look like? What would your energy feel like? What would your bank account look like? What kind of relationships would you have? What kind of impact would you make? Because here's the truth, you already know the answers. You've always known. The vision inside you isn't random, it's a preview of what you're capable of. But there's a gap between the person you and the person you want to be. And that gap, it's not talent, it's not opportunity, it's not luck, it's alignment. The alignment of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you align these three, you become unstoppable. You think stronger, you feel stronger, you act stronger. And when those combine, your life transforms. Your mind is the most powerful machine on earth. But the problem is, most people run their mind like an outdated computer. Old beliefs, old fears, old stories. They say things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, it's too late. This is just who I am. No, that is not who you are. That is who you've accepted to be. There's a difference. Identity is not a jail. Identity is a choice. Every day you get the chance to choose, do I live from the limitations of my past or from the possibilities of my future? Because you're not defined by yesterday. You're defined by what you decide now. And if you want a new life, you need a new internal language. Instead of saying I can't, say I can learn. Instead of saying I'm scared, say I'm growing. Instead of saying I'm stuck, say I'm starting. Instead of saying I don't know how, say I'm figuring it out. The words you use shape the life you live. Let's be honest. You've gone through things. You've been hurt. You've been disappointed. You've been rejected. You've had days when you didn't think you'd make it. You've had nights when you didn't believe in yourself. But guess what? That wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of your strength. Pain is not punishment. Pain is preparation. It prepares you to grow. It prepares you to rise. It prepares you to lead. The most powerful people on earth aren't the ones who avoided pain. They're the ones who used it. Your pain is your proof that you're built to overcome. Your struggle is your sign that you're ready to level up. There is something in you that refuses to quit. That's why you're still here. Your life will never exceed your standards. If you accept average, you get average. If you tolerate excuses, you live with excuses. If you allow laziness, you become it. But the moment you say, I'm done lowering my standards, everything shifts. You start showing up differently. You start carrying yourself differently. You start believing differently. And your environment starts responding. You attract better people. You create better opportunities. You take better actions. You live a better life. Standards are the thermostat of your life. Raise them and everything else rises with them. You can think positive. You can dream big. You can plan endlessly. But none of it matters if you don't take action. Action is the bridge between I want and I have. Action builds confidence. Action builds momentum. Action builds identity. And the beautiful thing is, the action you need to take today doesn't have to be massive. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to start driving in the right direction. One step, then another, then another. Consistency beats intensity when intensity isn't consistent. Do something today your future self will thank you for. Then do it again tomorrow, and again the next day. That's how you build a life. Look at your life 5 years from now. Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to feel? Because here's the truth. The future you want is waiting, but it requires a version of you that's stronger, more disciplined, more focused, more courageous, more committed. And that version of you doesn't appear magically. It appears through decisions you make today. Not when life is easy, but when life is challenging. Not when you're motivated, but when you're tired, when you're scared, when you're uncertain. That's when transformation happens. If life were meant to be lived safely, the universe wouldn't have given you desire. Desire is direction. Passion is the map. Action is the vehicle. You're not meant to sit on the sidelines watching others succeed. You're meant to step into the arena and become stronger, become braver, become more disciplined, become more powerful. Your life is waiting on you. Your dreams are waiting on you. Your potential is waiting on you. Don't wait anymore. Right now, in this moment, you have the opportunity to make a decision that will change everything. Not next week, not someday, but now. You can decide, I will no longer live in fear. I will no longer live small. I will no longer settle. I will no longer wait for permission. I will no longer hold myself back. Because the world needs your power, it needs your gifts. It needs your voice. It needs your energy. It needs your leadership. There is only one you, and your life matters more than you realize. This is your time. This is your chance. This is your moment. Stand up. Step forward, take control, and live the life you were created for. You're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you know. And your story is just beginning.